This is Australia. Hey guys, so in December 2024, I visited Perth, Australia, and you know, a lot of people online always say that Perth is not a very happening city or there's not much to do over there. Well, after spending 7 days in Perth, I strongly believe that those statements are not true. And so with that, here is my vlog about my time in Perth. Hope you guys enjoy. Hey guys, I'm going to Australia. The last time I've been to Australia was 7 years ago, so I'm excited to go on this trip to revisit Australia once again. And the taxi is coming in 10 minutes, so I think I better get going. Alright, let's go. Looks like we went to the wrong terminal because we're at Terminal 3 right now and our flight is at Terminal 2. So I guess it's SkyTrain time.
Hi Mr. Chua, today I'll be your server, waiter and also foot massage therapist, and we're going upside down to Australia today.
Oh, we're already here. Hello everybody, we have arrived in Perth. The flight was so short we didn't even get a chance to sleep, and it was a midnight flight, so I'm running on like 30 minutes of sleep right now. Time check, it is 6 AM and we just came out of the immigration, but now we need to wait for an additional hour because we're going to be heading to the car rental place and it only opens at 7, so we have quite a bit of time to kill. As usual, I'm going to go take a quick look at how cold the weather is outside. Oh, it's actually not hot at all. You see, everything in Australia is upside down, so at the end of the year, it's summertime for them, but it is not hot at all. I mean, coming from Singapore, any other country is colder than ours. We still have like 45 minutes before the car dealership opens. And just like that, 45 minutes have passed and the shuttle bus to our car rental place finally arrived. Usually, you are able to rent cars directly from the airport, but apparently a lot of companies in Australia stopped doing that because the airport car park prices were getting too high. Anyways, this is the vehicle that we are going to be using for our time in Australia, and once we were all ready, we drove straight to the Airbnb to drop off our luggages. Unfortunately, we arrived a bit too early to check in, but the Airbnb owners who lived opposite very kindly let us leave our luggages in their house while they were getting our place ready. And the owners also brought out their 4-month-old puppy. She was so cute and so playful. So playful to the point where she bit my finger and I started to bleed. Our first destination will be a farmer's market. I don't know where, but we can't go into the house just yet. I'll do the house tour later, so right now, shopping is priority. We took a short drive to a nearby weekend market in Canning Vale. I didn't really have anything I wanted to buy, so I just kind of walked around and explored the place for a bit. The only thing that caught my eye was this random Pokemon card station in the middle of a farmer's market. Since it's only our first day, we just wanted to take everything slowly and save all of the exciting and strenuous activities for the later part of the trip, which you'll see later in the vlog.
Oh my...
But in the meantime, I just decided to get some food. Hi, may I get the hot chips with the gravy? Thank you! My first meal in Australia and it's literally just fries. Oh wait, sorry. Chips. Here it is. They're so average. Honestly thought it would be a little bit sweeter than this. Unfortunately, I really did not enjoy the fries, but thankfully my family bought a lot more food and they were a lot nicer than the fries. We weren't fully satisfied shopping at the farmer's market, so next we decided to head to
Costco. Come with me to go shopping at Costco, let's go.
This actually was not my first ever Costco experience because I visited it during our America trip, so nothing was really new to me. I mainly was just looking forward to the canteen with the $1.50 hot dogs, which were $2 in Australia. But I mean, $2 for a hot dog and a drink in this economy is still really good. And my sister also decided to get some tenders and fries. This is our hot dog. We're gonna take the first bite. Okay, it's pretty good. Once we were done shopping at Costco, we headed straight back to the Airbnb. We were still pretty exhausted from the flight here, so we wanted to catch up on some sleep. As for the accommodation, it was very spacious and cozy. Since our house was located away from the city, it was generally very quiet and peaceful. Hey guys, it is like a few hours later and I finally woke up. So it is unlikely that we're going to be going out for dinner tonight, and we thought it would be a better idea to just cook for dinner. And since we are cooking, we're going to go to Coles to get some ingredients. First dinner of Perth. We had some pork ribs, indomie, wonton noodles, and also mushroom soup that my mom made. It doesn't look like mushroom soup, but I swear it tasted so good. Wow. Alright, so that wraps up day 1. Right now I'm just walking outside of the house. It's actually pretty cooling considering how it's summertime. Anyways, that is it for day 1. I'm gonna go wash up now and it's time to head to bed. See you guys in day 2. It is now the next day and we all woke up super late, so we all just ditched breakfast and headed out straight for lunch. Today we planned to stroll around Victoria Park and we settled for this Western Korean restaurant. Even though I think we kind of over-ordered, I really don't have any complaints about this place. The food here was amazing and quite possibly the best meal I had in Australia. And after our huge feast, we thought it was the perfect time for us to warm up our brains by going to an escape room. This place had a couple of rooms for us to choose with varying difficulties, but we decided to go for the easiest one, which was to escape a train station. Unfortunately, due to store policy, I was not allowed to vlog while doing the escape room, so enjoy this personal recount instead. Hey guys, this is me after the escape room. Honestly, it wasn't that difficult. I feel like we just made things complicated for no reason. Like, we were thinking way too out of the box already. But it was pretty fun, and it was also a lot smaller than we thought. Now that that's done, we did a quick Coles run to get some desserts because right now we're going to be heading to the Perth CBD, specifically the iconic Kings Park and Botanical Gardens. We are now at a very peaceful park that is located right next. Wow, it's damn bright. City's right there, and we're on top of the hill at this park. I've actually been here like 3 times already. This is my 3rd time. The last 2 times I've been here, I was not conscious at all. I was too young, but I'm glad to be back here again. It was now time to crack open the chocolate cake that my sister bought from Coles, but we forgot to bring cutlery, so my sister decided to use her credit card. Oh my god. I mean, it worked. Not too long after, the sun was already starting to set, so it's now time to head out for some dinner in the city. This Chinese restaurant called Uncle Billy's was the same exact restaurant we visited almost 10 years ago in our previous Perth trip, so we knew we had to come back here to try their food again. And although a little more expensive now, it was as tasty as we remembered it to be. And now, it is time for us to rush home because my sister's chocolate cake was still sitting in the trunk melting away. But don't worry, it arrived home safe and sound. And we also received a warm greeting from this creature in our house. I don't know if this is friendly or not. Apparently this is called a quenda, and I know this because around our house I saw a lot of these signboards. I have no idea if this is harmful or not, so Australians, please enlighten me in the comments.
Alright guys, good morning. So this is day 3 and our Airbnb host wanted to show us something. Whoa! Oh my god! Oh my god, that's so loud.
Anyways, that's it for this house. We're about to move up now. The next Airbnb is gonna be a beachside one, and we're gonna go to the beach today. Hopefully I don't get sunburned from the insanely harsh sun in Australia. Like, the sun here is so much harsher than Singapore's one. We are now on the way to Rockingham, which is somewhere a little more coastal. We kind of wanted different sceneries throughout our time in Perth, so that's why we're just kind of changing houses here and there. We are now at Rockingham and we're stopping here for lunch, and it's also where our Airbnb is. To be frank, food choices in Australia aren't exactly very diverse, so we just decided to dine at this fish and chips restaurant. It was interesting and it tasted pretty decent, but I wouldn't really say this is the best fish and chips I've ever had. But what I can say is that what's coming next was probably the highlight of my trip.
Filming to put on YouTube?
Some really nice locals who were just cycling came up to say hi to the vlog, and they were all so excited to be in the video.
Hi, 14,000 people, probably more.
And we even met again as we were trying to get dessert from Baskin Robbins.
Everyone go follow me on TikTok, eh?
Thanks for coming up to say hi to the vlog, guys. Anyways, we decided to get some quick treats from Baskin Robbins before heading to our new Airbnb. But while we were driving out, something happened to our car.
Yo, why the steering wheel so heavy? Yeah, you gotta move them.
The steering wheel suddenly locked up and it was impossible to drive. The car was also rolling back non-stop and we had no idea what to do. But after a quick restart of the car, we realized that the engine wasn't even on in the first place. Anyways, this is the second accommodation of our trip and I found it to be pretty spacious and cozy. But as nice as the house is, we need to go collect their luggages and bring it up the staircase. I was legitimately so tired after carrying all of the luggages up the staircase. But then I thought there was no better time for me to re-energize myself by going for a swim at the beach. So that is exactly what I did. It's actually a lot colder than I thought. God. Maybe I should just quickly go in and then come out. Okay, here we go. Oh man, my whole body's frozen. Okay, I think this is as far as I want to go. There's no other people that go beyond this line, so yeah, I'm not daring to go any other place. Hi, I'm back. After a long day at the beach, it was now time to have dinner on the balcony, which consists of butter chicken biryani and barbecue ribs. It was such a vibe watching the sunset while having dinner because, I mean, look at that view, man! Alright guys, and that's it for day 3. I was supposed to film this earlier, but right now it's 11 PM. I accidentally took a nap after dinner. And we have every single window in our house closed right now because there is a forest fire 15 kilometers away from us, but somehow it smells terrible here. And I was actually looking at the forest fire map and apparently it has started to spread a bit. I don't know what the situation is like, I don't know what to do, but it's pretty far away from us and I don't think it's gonna affect us because there's not many forests around here. So I'm just gonna hope that we are safe and nothing will happen to us. It is now the next day and thankfully the forest fires were contained and did not spread any further. Unfortunately, the fires were still active and that made the air pretty unbreathable with all the haze, as you can see from this drone shot. We didn't really want to risk our health by going to the beach this morning, so we just decided to do some shopping at the mall. We are now at Rockingham Shopping Centre and there's so many things and I'm so underdressed today. And there's so much good food too. We're gonna be here for the next few hours, I think. There really wasn't that much to film in this mall because all we did was just walk around for a while and have lunch at the food court, which was pretty expensive. The only major thing I did was that I visited Target and bought a $5 pool floaty so that I can use it at the beach, which we later went to in the afternoon when the haze cleared up. Here we go! Oh, very cool, very cool! Oh no, oh no! Oh, it's too deep already! Oh my god! Yeah, we had to call off the search and rescue because the float was getting way too deep and we did not want to risk our lives for a $5 product, so we just let it go. It had a good run. Later that day, we all went out for a short evening walk by the beach to just kind of take in the scenery and breathe some fresh air. Imagine streaming here. I should have live streamed in Australia. After which, we headed straight for dinner at a Chinese restaurant. We all kind of unanimously agreed to not have Australian food for dinner. What is Singapore noodles? And to end the day off, we did a quick Coles run to get some more food and ingredients for tomorrow's breakfast. On to the next day. Good morning everybody, it is day 5 of the trip and I think today's itinerary is going out. Today, we travelled out of Rockingham and drove all the way down to Mandurah, which is more of a coastal area. Our initial plan was to hop onto one of these boats by the pier and sail out to watch some dolphins, but unfortunately by the time we got there, they suspended all boat activities because the water was getting too choppy and apparently unsafe.
Choppy, the water is too choppy.
So we just decided to do something else while we're here. I got a new hairstyle just from the wind. Thankfully, there was this store nearby renting e-scooters, so we all decided to get one for ourselves so that we can skate around Mandurah and just take in the scenery. The owner was also super generous and she even gave us a discount. Hey guys, it's time for me to be a YP. Well, not entirely because we had to wear helmets since Australia is actually pretty strict with e-scooters. But now that we have secured our equipment, it is now time to set off in style. Oh my goodness, this is so sketchy. Yo! Okay, this is actually pretty unstable. Oh my god! Oh my god! I have no idea what happened here. I couldn't even tell if they did it on purpose. Oh my... Oh my god, look at that playground! Singapore, take notes! Oh my god. Oh, 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 oh. Here we go. Overall, everything was going pretty smoothly. We scooted by the river and also watched some boats and we were having a lot of fun until this happened. She fell.
She fell off hard.
Yeah, I don't know how this happened, but my sister went over a pothole and she fell knee first onto the concrete. She got a bit bruised, but she's fine. We didn't want any more accidents happening, so we just returned the scooters and called it a day. How's the casualty? Check out the YP entourage. Hey guys, so we're trying YP Simulator. There's 2 of us in one bike. I don't know how to do this.
Alright, play the music.
希望你 After that long bike ride, we were all super exhausted and hungry, so we just went out for some dinner around the area. Show us where you fell.
I'm seeing right there, right there. Right there.
Right
if you go
there.
there, you can see my dead skin cells.
We ate at this pretty fancy restaurant by the pier and we got some seafood, fries and steak. And look at that, we had a clear view of the river and we could even see some dolphins.
There you go.
maybe it wasn't so bad missing the boat ride after all. After our dinner, we pretty much were done with Mandurah, so we headed back to our accommodation. Tonight's actually the last night we're gonna be staying in Rockingham, and we love this house so much, so we wanted to treasure the last few moments while we could. I look like I'm in a music video. Hey guys, it is day 6 and we're gonna be moving out of this apartment and moving to Fremantle. I'm gonna miss this place so much, especially the beach and the view. Okay, I think we're good, and now it's time to head to Fremantle. Our next accommodation was actually located in Perth City, but we decided to stop by the town of Fremantle for a while just to walk and explore the place. Fremantle is a pretty small but chill area with a lot of colonial buildings, retail stores, and even a big market which we checked out for a while. Coming here, I thought it would be a quick 15 minutes in and out, but I really did not expect this market to sell so much food, so we just kind of bought a little bit of everything from every shop, and it all tasted pretty good. Except for this pretzel, it was not worth the calories. Let's go check out what's inside the Australia 7-Eleven. Shake station, very interesting. There's also a Slurpee machine. And then the frozen meals. They got chicken carbonara, my muscle chef, Thai green curry, and sandwiches. Not too bad. They have quite a big selection over here. Not bad at all. And I lost my family. Holy crap. Where's my... Oh, I found them. After 6 days I've been in Australia, this is the first time I've started to sweat. It's starting to feel quite hot already. But even so, it's not even that hot because it's not humid here at all. I thought coming to Australia I'll be seeing a lot of those huge spiders, but no, it was the flies that were bugging us out the whole time. Alright, and that wraps up Fremantle. It was a 40-minute drive here, now we have to drive 40 minutes to our hotel.
Oh, my hair got one hole.
Our final accommodation, which is a hotel, will be located in the Perth CBD. Not only for a change of scenery, but usually when we're overseas, we like to stay a little bit closer to the airport on the last few days.
This is giving Titanic. We'll flat there first. Will the lifeboats be seen according to class?
Alright, this will be our hotel room for the next 1.5 nights because tomorrow midnight we're gonna be heading out to the airport already. Right now I just dropped my things off and we're gonna head to the grocer. Not before grabbing a quick bite at the banh mi shop across the street, and also some Subway cookies because they were only $5 for 5. It's now been a couple hours later into the evening and it is time to head out to explore the Perth CBD. Interestingly, Perth has this special bus service called the Yellow Cat, and it's essentially a shuttle bus service that fetches you from the town to the city for free, which we found to be pretty convenient because that means we did not need to buy any bus card or anything. This place is so bustling, it's literally the Times Square of Perth. I'm sorry, but whoever who tells you that Perth is boring, they're completely wrong. Like, I don't know, I just feel like Perth is such an underrated city. Tonight's dinner was some braised beef noodles and xiao long baos at a Chinese restaurant. Yeah, it has come to the point of the trip where we did not want to eat any more Australian food. And for dessert, we went to try out Yochi. It's an extremely popular yogurt shop in Australia that my sister has been looking forward to trying. I wasn't that big of a yogurt fan at first, but after trying Yochi, I thought it was delicious. One final course for the trip. Chicken tenders for $1. We also have barbecue pizza. After spending pretty much the entire evening in the Perth CBD, it is time for us to head back to our hotel to get our well-deserved sleep. I actually did quite a lot of shopping off camera because, I mean, there wasn't that much for me to film anyway. But on that note, it is now time to bring day 6 to a close. Good morning everybody, it is the last day of our Perth trip. I actually have no idea what we're doing. Every day I have no idea what I'm doing. Apparently they are going to go to the casino, but you know, because I'm very careful with whatever I spend on, I'm not going to go to the casino. But today we're going to take everything very slowly since it's our last day and we don't want to do anything very strenuous. Unbelievably, for our last day in Australia, my family decided to go to the casino. I was actually quite shocked because I swear my family never ever goes to the casino, so I don't know what made them want to go today. I, however, was not on with this. I'm a very responsible person. I do not like to waste my money on things, and that's why I decided to not do some casino. I just feel like my time is more fruitful for other activities. In the meantime, I went to explore around the area and I found a place for me to just sit and rest while they were inside the casino. Look at them having the time of their lives playing around with their money while I'm just over here watching YouTube and doing nothing. By the way, they told me that they'll be out within 30 minutes, but so I feel like I've been in here for way too long already, and I also don't know why it's been so long. It's already 1:30 and I haven't even eaten yet. I'm gonna look for somewhere to eat. I ran out of videos to watch on my phone already. Alright, I got myself some Subway. There's no other place which has reasonably priced food, so this is apparently steak melt. It's actually a lot smaller than I thought. It's smaller than Singapore's one. Alright, let's try. Yeah, it's pretty good. The bread they use here is nice, but I paid $11 for this. I feel like it could do a lot better. And it's just this, by the way. There's no cookie or drink. Honestly, not that bad. Eventually, my siblings were done with the casino, so we drove out for another round of Yochi because, I mean, I love it now. And apparently this pigeon also loves it because it kept invading the restaurant. It is actually super hot right now. I think the temperature has reached 39 or 38. It just feels like Singapore now. We headed back to the hotel to rest for a while, and later that night we headed out for our last dinner, which was mala tang. I initially suggested to have mala when we go back to Singapore, but I guess my family just did not want to eat Australian food anymore. No offense to Australian food though, we just love mala too much. And that wraps up Perth. We're currently packing all of our luggages, ready to go to the airport. Our flight is at 6 AM and we're going to be heading to the airport at 3 AM in the morning. And right now it is 10 o'clock, so we're going to head to bed now, and I'll see you guys in 6 hours. And that, my friends, wraps up our Perth holiday. Technically it's day 8, but all we did was just go to the airport at 3 AM. We stopped by the lounge to get some food, saw this really cute dog in the lounge as well, and it is time to board the plane. I am so glad to be back in Singapore. I don't know why, I just love this country. Thank you guys very much for watching this vlog. It probably took me a long time to edit this video, so if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and consider subscribing and checking out my other videos as well. I am in desperate need of wonton mee right now. Thank you guys very much for watching again, and I'll see you guys next time in the next vlog or whatever. Bye bye.